Hello to all of you. Today I am with Nicolas Matt and Benjamin Bruno. Hello.
Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
For the debate question of the day. This one is going to turn the politics because the question of the day is the election of President Macron legitimate in your opinion? It's Nicolas who opens the ball. Then it will be Benjamin's turn to give us his opinion, and we'll finish with myself, who will give you my arguments. So, Nicolas, if you want to, please give us your opinion.
Yes, of course. Obviously, the election of Emmanuel Macron is legitimate. The democracy has spoken, and nobody can dispute it. Nevertheless, I think this campaign is so bad. I'm very disappointed. The COVID has taken all the place, all the medias for 2 years, and just now where you have the election, very important in many points. The war at Ukraine, hide the campaign, and Emmanuel Macron he used to this conflict for don't make the campaign and hide his balance sheet. I am so disappointed of this strategy because he has refused all the debate and have just fled off the campaign. This is not the French people what wanted.
Thank you, Nicolas. Benjamin, it's your turn to tell us all, please.
Yes, for me too, this election is legitimate because the French population have voted for him, but there are a big shadow in the picture, the abstention. In fact, with these records abstention rates, which are of 28% of the population, it's difficult to know what the French population think. More in the 1824 age group, they are 41% of abstention, so that is huge and scandalous. These are the people who will face the duties of tomorrow and who will represent France in the future. These young people are perhaps not sensitive to politics, perhaps they are not interested in it. However, one has to be interested in order to understand the problem of our time, because it is this same parts of the population that will face them later. Finally, perhaps we should see a kind of opinion in this abstention. The French do not agree with the candidates. They do not recognize themselves in the programs. Maybe we will see with the legislative election a change in this abstention rates, and people will more vote.
Thank you, both dear comrades. So it's my turn to speak, and I'm going to start quite simply with the essentials. It is true that Emmanuel Macron was elected according to the rules of French democracy. That is to say, by the vote of the French people, who gave him a majority. So, we cannot deny the fact that he is officially president. Nevertheless, I am one of the people who have mixed feelings. Indeed, President Macron, in my opinion, was elected by default for two reasons. Firstly, when we see that 42% of the French voted for Marine Le Pen, and the 28% of people who abstained, and with the blank vote, Emmanuel Macron goes from 58%, to only 38%. A figure that reflects the fact that the majority of French people do not trust him. The second reason I want to communicate to you is that I don't understand the fact that political parties like the one of Mr. Jean-Luc Mélenchon or Miss Valérie Pécresse can vote for Emmanuel Macron when they have not stopped criticizing him for 5 years. In my opinion, it is thanks that these people who voted for him by default as a barrage against the extreme right that President Macron was re-elected. Therefore, from a legal point of view, he is the president of the French Republic, but in truth, many French people do not like him and do not trust him.
I would like add because I don't agree. For me, your argumentation does not hold up. Uh, how you can addition the abstention and the Le Pen electors? He has no sense. I would like to add that Emmanuel Macron, since 1 year, is announcing winner in all of case. I think it's a shortcut, and when you are the favorite, he have obviously a many reason for to be. Emmanuel Macron have convinced the French people unfortunately because he's not my candidate, but congratulations for him.
Okay, thank you for your arguments, but it's true that he is announced as the winners. But personally, I have never trusted the polls, and I think that this has influenced the French people, unfortunately.
For me,
Yes,
if
Benjamin.
it's possible, I want to say I think a big part of the population of the French population doesn't want to change a lot of things in France because maybe they are scared about that. So the extreme programs are blocked by that for me.
In any case, this election is bad. We see in free time Jean-Luc Mélenchon, Marine Le Pen, Philippe Poutou, or Auto without suspense because Macron is a contender since a long time. We just want a new profiles.
Finally, I would like to support the fact that Emmanuel Macron did not even run a presidential campaign and refused almost all the debate. I think that this scandalous, and I believe that it is not respectable for a president of the Republic. He has not taken responsibility for the 5 lamentable years. He has put the French through, and this is what blame him for. In addition to his catastrophic policies.
It's not true. You are so excessive, and Emmanuel Macron in 5 years have made a lot of things. I think of the cheminot reform of cheminot, the lot of reforms for the country. I think it's so excessive. You don't like Emmanuel Macron, but we don't can lie.
I am agree with Nicolas because there are a lot of things which we can agree with that, but they are not too bad. Yes, there are some propositions. Sorry, they are not really good, but there are some other propositions which are good. So it's difficult to understand maybe the choice about French population, but it's finally maybe a little bit logical because there are big parts who don't want to change the constitution, who don't want to change the lifestyle about French population. So maybe we can understand that.
Yeah, the only things where it was non-existent is Wegalian. He doesn't defend French culture against the wokism, and he doesn't like the French culture. And for me, he is the real scandal of these 5 years.
Okay, thank you for listening to us, and thank you, Nicolas. Thank you, Benjamin,
Thank you,
Thank
Hilario. Thank you, Benjamin.
for their opinions. Have a nice day, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
and see you tomorrow.